The Communist Party has constantly emphasized iron discipline, absolute loyalty, and organizational principles. Those who join the CCP must swear the following oath. I wish to join the Chinese Communist Party, to support the party's constitution, follow the party's regulations, fulfill the members' obligations, execute the party's decisions, strictly follow the party's disciplines, keep the party's secrets, be loyal to the party, work diligently, dedicate my whole life to communism, stand ready to sacrifice everything for the party and the people, and never betray the party. The CCP calls this spirit of cult-like devotion to the party its sense of party nature. It asks a CCP member to be ready any time to give up all personal beliefs and principles and to obey absolutely the party's will and the leader's will. If the party wants you to be kind, then you should be kind. If the party wants you to do evil, then you should do evil. Otherwise, you would not meet the standard of being a party member, having not shown a strong sense of the party nature. Using the CCP's logic, the survival and welfare of the party is above all else, even higher than the total benefit of all the members of the party combined. Any individual member of the party should be ready to be sacrificed for the party at any moment. To foster and maintain the sense of party nature, the CCP relies on the mechanism of periodic struggles within the party. Through continuously mobilizing brutal struggles inside and outside the party, the CCP has eliminated dissidents and created the Red Terror. At the same time, the CCP continuously purges party members, making its cult-type rules stricter and fostering members' aptitude for the party nature, all to enhance the party's fighting capacity. This is a treasured weapon the CCP uses to prolong its survival. This kind of political campaign, that occurs every 7 or 8 years, has ensured the survival of the CCP. Every time there was a campaign, a minority of the people, around 5%, would be cruelly persecuted. The tragic end of Liu Shaoji, the party leader who was later arrested and tortured to death, and Peng Dehuai, a high-ranking official who dared to challenge the Great Leap Forward, and other dissidents who were tortured to death, brought the remaining 95% into obedient adherence to the party line, thereby enhancing the party's cohesive force and destructive capacity. These struggles also eliminated faltering party members who were not willing to give up their conscience and attacked any force that dared to resist. Through this mechanism of struggle, those CCP members who have the greatest desire for struggle and are best at using the methods of hoodlums have gained control. The CCP cult leaders are all fearless people, rich in the experience of struggle and full of the party spirit. This kind of party nature required by the CCP has come precisely from the CCP's cult nature. In order to realize its so-called ideal, the CCP is determined to break away from all traditional principles, to apply violence at all costs, to smash the world, and eliminate all dissidents, and uses all means to fight without reservation any force that hinders it. Therefore, it needs to train and enslave all its members to become the party's heartless, unjust, and faithless tools. So it must eliminate people's conscience and benevolent thoughts to make people believe in its evil doctrine. Today's CCP has become the largest government of embezzlement and corruption in the world. According to official statistics in China, among the 20 million officials, officers, or cadres in the party or government over the past 20 years, 8 million have been found guilty of corruption and disciplined or punished based on the party or government regulations. If unidentified corrupt officials are also taken into account, the corrupt party and government officials are estimated to be at over 2/3 of the total. Securing material benefits by means of corruption and extortion has become the strongest coherent force for the unity of the CCP today. The corrupt officials know that without the CCP, they would have no opportunity to connive for personal gain. And if the CCP falls, they would not only lose their power and position, but also face investigation. People see it clearly. If we fight corruption, the party will fall. If we do not fight corruption, the nation will perish. The CCP, however, will not risk its own doom to fight corruption. What it will do is to kill a few corrupt individuals as a token sacrifice for the sake of its own image. This prolongs the party's life for a few more years at the expense of a small number of corrupt elements. Today, the only goals of the CCP evil cult are to keep its own power and steer clear of its demise. The CCP is afraid of the Chinese people having freedom of belief and the capacity for independent thought, because such people would recognize the nature of the CCP as an evil cult. Therefore, it acts swiftly to imprison people who have faith, like Falun Gong practitioners and the underground Christians, the independent liberals and civil rights activists. It does, however, give the rest of the people a deviated kind of freedom. As long as you do not care about politics, as long as you do not oppose the CCP leadership, you may let your desires go in any way you want, even if it means you do wicked, unethical things. As a result, the CCP is deteriorating dramatically, and social morality in China is experiencing an alarmingly sharp decline. In today's China, ethics and morality have degenerated beyond recognition. Shoddy products, prostitutes, drugs, conspiracies between officials and gangs, organized crime syndicates, gambling, bribery, corruption of every kind is prevalent. The CCP has largely ignored such moral decay, while many high-ranking officials are the bosses in the back room who extort protection fees from people who are afraid. A saying that best describes how the evil cult of the CCP has devastated Chinese society today is the following: blocking the road to heaven and opening the gate to hell.